Successful people are not those people who do a lot of things well, they are the people who do a few things exceptionally good. Do you know this feeling when life around you is going the same, yet you feel this sort of mental unrest around you? Like you feel a lot more busier internally, even though things around you might be the same, they might not be as busy, but there's just this a lot of chatter, there's a rush to do things, to do more, to be more, and achieve more. And I've been feeling the same for a while now, and that led me to ask a few questions which I needed to get down and understand why is it what that I'm feeling. Hi everyone, it's Tishika here and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about this philosophy that I have been understanding and approaching in my life, and this is something that I will be centering my life around in 2024 and for the years to come, which is achieving more by doing less. So the minimalism of success, or the minimalistic approach to success. So while all of us are committed to being better versions of ourselves, continuously doing better, being better, we need to ask these three questions whenever we feel this kind of mental unrest that I just described. So ask yourself these three questions. Firstly, what do I really want? Not what my ego wants, not what the people around me expect me to do. What do I really want? What brings me the deepest joy to do? Will this be something which you will be doing even if there were nobody around, nobody to cheer you, applaud you, or complain about something? Does this really align with your values and bring you the purest, deepest joy? Whatever work that I'm trying to do, does this align with my core deep values? And in my previous videos, I've talked about how it is really important that we find what our core value is, something which I talk about in building life of intention, which is super important. Every time that I say the word super important, if I was like given $1, I would be a billionaire. Cut to the chase. But yes, you really need to ask yourself and understand what are your core values, because if not now, sometime ahead in the future, you will be forced to understand what are your deepest core values. So you better understand it right now, and I will link my video which you can check out to understand how you can build a life of intention, and that will help you find what your core values are. Third, and the most important question that I have been ruminating about is that if you are trading your time for money, does it bring you more freedom? Does it bring you the freedom of decision, the freedom of time, the freedom of location, and the freedom to make your own decisions? That is very important to understand if the work that you really are doing does account to this inherent goal that all of us have, which is to be free. So now when we talk about minimalism in life, how do we start about really applying into it? Let's talk about practical stuff. So firstly, minimal commitments. Now when you've understood the answers to the previous three questions and you found out what your deepest values are, you need to make the most important commitments take up the majority of your schedule. So if there are a bunch of social commitments that will please the other person, but you are really trading away the time that you could be spending upon your mental peace or recharging from a hectic day at work, sometimes it is okay to say no and not to be going out for that event. Trust me, people will feel momentarily bad, but they will move on from it. But you really need to understand what your priorities are. If you are doing a lot of work which you could be delegating for a small amount of money, and you could buy a lot of mental peace and time and energy which you could use to be productive elsewhere, whether it is outsourcing your cleaning or hiring a cook or just basic work which could save you a lot of hours. Really consider that, because at one hand you're busy making money, but on the other hand you've not understood how to be free by using that money. So you want to start with minimal commitments and start understanding, okay, if I am working towards something, if I want to make minimal commitments, how can I practically apply that in my life by either using my resources in terms of my money, in terms of my connections, in terms of my communication. It is important to make sure that the people around us understand that this is what is really important to me in my life, and I would want to prioritize it. And trust me, the people who love you will respect that, and they will support you in that. Secondly, streamlining your schedule. This comes with minimal commitments. So once you've understood what you really want to prioritize, you start streamlining your schedule, and it is not about doing more. Like we said, it is about doing less but in the right way. So you make more time, more space in your day to do things which really bring you joy. So my biggest tip is, if you really have priorities, just keep it to 3. If you have more than 3 priorities, then you do not have any priorities at all. So streamline your schedule, cut it down to the stuff which really adds maximum value to your life, and that's how you can start you can start feeling this sense of spaciousness in your life and in your schedule. And it's just not always putting down a bunch of stuff, which is also important, but it is also creating space in your life to do things and to spend time doing things which bring you the deepest joy. Thirdly, digital decluttering. We live in a digital space right now, and trust me, the number of spam emails, the number of DMs, the constant scrolling through the internet, finding content, getting a sale notification, and then you're down this endless hole of seeing what's the latest trend and then buying stuff. I've been guilty. So you really need to take a moment and pause it out and really understand that is taking away a huge amount of just not your time but also your mental space, because you are always thinking about which holiday to go on, which thing to buy, which email to reply on, and you're just not present. You only have 24 hours of the day, and trust me, if you really want, open up your phone right now, see your screen time, and it will really shock you. The amount of time you spend upon a lot of these apps is just going to baffle you. So take some time out to unsubscribe from emails that you don't really follow along, unfollow accounts which do not make you feel good about your life, and have a system. Like I have a system that I do not check my phone until 11 a.m. just if I have an important work schedule, a work meeting to align, or something like that. I will just give that text myself, but I do not receive any notifications. All my notifications are off, and also all my social media notifications are always off. So I never have my Instagram notifications on, because I do not want to be always on my phone. That is why I can be a little late on replying to my messages, but that is how I declutter my digital space, and I would really recommend that you do that, because it will really make you feel a lot more present in the moment. Lastly, we will talk about mindful living. Now, mindfulness, meditation, it's all around the internet, and it is there for a reason. When you are wanting to build a minimalist life and you're wanting to achieve more by doing less, it only happens when you are really present in the moment. So how do you want to be present in the moment? You take a few chunks out of your day to engage in activities where you can really be there. I mean, I know practically it's not possible for all of us to take out time and sit for 10 minutes and do a meditation session, which I would really recommend if you can, because 10 minutes, like I say, you just spend it on these sites and on mindless content. Just taking out 10 minutes will make a huge difference. But even if you can't, try sipping on your tea in complete silence as in away from the chatter of your phone or listening to something, but just by sipping your tea, understanding the flavor, the aroma, just observing your surroundings and feeling this sense of gratitude. That will make a huge difference of how mindfulness can really play a role in your life. Or you could or you could take a small walk, feel the grass, feel the ground, feel more grounded, or just little activities which you can take out take out time for, which you can do in your day, and that will really contribute to how mindful you feel throughout the day. And it will also make sure that you feel less stressed, more calm, and more productive to do things which really matter to you. So that was about it. Those were my best easy tips to do less and achieve more. If this was of help, if this was of value, please share this video and subscribe to the channel, because I love creating and sharing everything that I'm learning about, and I would love to learn how it is impacting your life. And if you want to start a conversation around any of this, I would love to learn and I would love to know. Thank you for being here, and see you soon.